know, Damian Crawford run out wicked enough people, man. I tell you, say, mighty God have done it. But I don't know what happened, my Jenga people. It seems as if, I remember to hit the like button coming in, but it seems as if Damian Crawford, he look like Damian Crawford, the video with him in a parliament, it look like them take it down from off of the website. Because I was searching for it and I couldn't find it. And I'm saying to myself, why would they take it down? Is it something strategic that they're doing, or did anybody get ordered to take down the video from Damian Crawford today? I was watching Parliament today and Damian Crawford was in Parliament and the presentation that he had, now I can't see the presentation on the website, on the YouTube page. But I've got clips from Make We Talk TV and I have clips from also At Half of the Press. And I just going to use the clips and I even have clips from my personal page. I was listening, so we can take it from there as well. Remember to smash the like button. All you have to do is tap the screen 2 times like this, ladies and gentlemen. Tap the screen 2 times like that and we will be good money, yes? That's all they have to do. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Yes. If you haven't subscribed already, you know, consider joining the platform and becoming a part of the team. Sheriff Jamaica's biggest criminals must not be in the ballot. Mighty God. Mighty God. I must loan some make this. I must loan. Look on this. If I know we loan some make this, me know film signature already. Look on this, people. I miss a loan some money and I will then make this, you know. Watch out. If you want that picture, you want to make me know. You link me on WhatsApp. Well, go and Noreen, big up yourself, you know, babes. Hope everything good with you and the family. Don't happy Friday to everybody. Blessed weekend. I'm going to big up Ed Boy, you know, boy. Big up Andre Stevens, big up At Half of the Press, Start Your Mind TV, Jeffrey Tavares, Aromatic TV, Mystic Sensation, Will Rattigan, Isaac Buchanan, you know, Context Matters. I big him up on the YouTube vibes, you know what I mean? Joan Sinclair, big up. Yo, big up all the vlogger them. Big up my name, my General Street. Big up General name again, man. I can't believe some forgot my name. Hold on the people. So remember my name. Judith, what's up, Judith? Want to see how Damian Crawford deal with the Andrew's presentation today in the Parliament. Mighty God. Godson, I cannot find the clip of Damian Crawford in Parliament today. Something can go so? How comes that clip they just missing off of the PBS website? How comes? I don't see it on JIS neither. But like I said before, we are resourceful, yes? So, we now make them go around, we rather go around them, you know. Rather, them remove it, though. Hey, me feel like, say, somebody no want that information that with Damian Crawford put out to come out. Because him really destroyed, you know. Number 28 budget speech, you know. Him rub him out, you know. And I know disrespecting, you know, him rub him out with facts, you know. Information where you can go verify, you know. And that's the most beautiful thing, you know. And you know, say, you can't walk around like a fool. You need them type of information. They don't. I was so excited to actually cover that information, ladies and gentlemen. In full. And you see, everything happened for a reason because I didn't actually go home at the same time to cover it. Yeah, man, terrible, man. I never actually go cover it same time, no, but I see At Half I press the touch upon it, so the part where she touch upon, and I know say she has somebody who always a screen record. So the part where she actually touch upon, I go share that first, you see me? So give me a second. Alright, so yeah man, 2 hours ago, see video. Now we plan to drop something more still, but I don't know. I think say should I drop something more, but I don't know what I'm going. Wanna go and tap up the screen for me people. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 just like that. Yeah. Alright, see it now.
So our then Prime Minister told the then United States President that he would rather walk on his feet than walk on his knees. Let us
Sorry about that
that
people.
our leaders of this country are embodying that same type of mindset that we're a free country, we're a free people, and we have free choices. That's all me I say. Like the video, share the video.
My wisdom warriors, I want to take in Damian Crawford here. This
more information on the slides that the Prime Minister presented. In the slides that the Prime Minister presented, it proved that he had the worst performance since he got the baton. Indeed, in 2002-2007, the inflation was 18.5% on average. The Bruce Golding government received the baton and reduced it by 6.2 percentage points and carried it down to 12.3%. The Portia Simpson Miller government got it and reduced it by 6 percentage points and carried down to 6.3%. Andrew Holness got it and carried down to 5.5, a reduction of less than 1 percentage point. He's making a big deal to look over the bar when it's just that he got a good batter. Prime Minister Bruce Golding reduced it by 6 percentage points. Prime Minister Portia Simpson reduced it by a further 6 percentage points. Yet they tried to convince us that the best Prime Minister we have ever seen reduced it by less than 1 percentage point. I had to ensure that a picture like this exists, but Holness has done the least. That's a KC man winning that race so beautifully, as we will later today. And Calabar is already at 4th or 5th or something like that. I'm afraid they're way around the corner. But I think they're coming behind even Edith Dalton today. Edith Dalton will lead them. So with the baton, he has done the lead.
the only person.
Inflation, they might talk about it. Make we go back to that. Make we go back to that.
That's all me I say.
And the slides that the Prime Minister put.
Listen, we have to go back to the
My
inflation. Listen.
wisdom warriors, I want to take in Damian Crawford here.
Listen.
This
More information on the slides that the Prime Minister presented. In the slides that the Prime Minister presented, it proved that he had the worst performance since he got the baton. Indeed, in 2002-2007, the inflation was 18.5% on average.
18.5.
The Bruce Golding government received the baton and reduced it by 6.2 percentage points
6.2%
and carried
reduction.
it down to 12.3%.
12.3%.
The Portia Simpson Miller government got it and reduced it by 6 percentage points and carried down to 6.3%.
So, credit to Bruce Golding. Bruce Golding carried down what go on there, right? Bruce Golding carried down inflation to 6.3%. And Portia Simpson Miller carried down to similar, almost the same number. Alright? So from 18 to 12 and from 12 to 6. Right? Right? And then what did Andrew Holness do?
Holness got it and carried down to 5.5, a reduction of less than 1.
So Andrew Holness take it from the 6 where Portia game and carry it to 5.5. Joanne Dawkins, big up. Diana, how you doing? Well, respect to you too, Sweetie. So when you look at that, that is half of a percentage. But yet still, Damian Crawford is saying that he wants to tell us that he's the best Prime Minister ever. Well, based on the performance and the numbers there, Bruce Golding did better and Portia Simpson did better. They actually did almost the same amount in terms of bringing down it. Yeah, a 0.5%, that's it, Judith. And when you hear the man talking in budget speech, that thing say, he really did it. He's a very good speaker, you know. Andrew Holness is convincing when he's talking. But you see when you actually go and look at the numbers them don't reflect what he must say most of the time.
So he's making a big deal about look how me far when it's just that he got a good batter. Prime Minister Bruce Golding reduced it by 6 percentage points. Prime Minister Portia Simpson reduced it by a further 6 percentage points.
Right.
Yet they tried to convince us that the best Prime Minister we have ever seen reduced it by less than 1% percentage point.
That's crazy.
I had to ensure that a picture like this exists. But Holness has done the least. That's a KC man winning that race so beautifully as we will later.
So, that's inflation. The fact of the matter is he did the least, but he expects to get the praise that he did the best. And we have to call a spade, ladies and gentlemen. It's just not true. So, let's go to this.
That would have been established would have been along the lines. The first set of lies that would have been established would have been along the lines of inflation. And in this case, there is a student that when you look at, and therefore,
hold on.
Would have been the first set of lies that would have been
exactly, Judith, exactly.
Would have been along the lines of inflation. And in this case, there is a student that when you look, there's a line there called total inflation, which is the addition of all the years of inflation. It was put there to indicate that there was a period of PMP governance that had such a large level of inflation that it was 2,249. They failed to acknowledge this was the longest term that any government has ever served. And so therefore, over 18 years, they sought to compare with 4 years. And therefore, the accumulated level of total inflation was an unnecessary segment in this table. The average annual inflation speaks, where it speaks to 18, the Prime Minister made heavy weather of this 2000, not indicating the period of time, and sought to also compare Jamaica's reality with the United States reality. Before I indicate the reason why this is not an adequate comparison, even the numbers that they have presented suggest that there are multiple times that the JLP was worse than the PMP.
All right. I'm going to find the next clip. Hold on there. Part 2.
But
Leprechaun.
More information on the slides that the Prime Minister presented. In the slides that the Prime Minister presented, it proved that he had the worst performance since he got the baton.
Okay.
Indeed, in 2002-2007, the inflation was 18 points. The first set of lies that would have been established would have been along the lines of inflation. And in this case, there
so hold on, Jeffrey, sure. Hold on there, people. Let me go to my live stream I'm going to do earlier. Can't believe I have to reference that, but I saw it go. Roslyn, what's up, love? I'm not gonna be long tonight, obviously. You know, but we just want to touch base to do it real quick. Alright. The truth offend them, you know. It look like them take down the general budget rebuttal. You understand? Yeah, so I'm sorry, so I never recorded earlier today. Trust me. I'm so sorry I didn't do that. Damian Crawford. Stuff bad over there. Man, I'm just what? Come on out them. Hold on the people. Remember let me just search something real quick. Rub them out, DJ, rub them out. Hold on there.
Education spend $280 per child on 200.
But I'm about with the Bluetooth speaker, yeah. Sound, yes. Connect. Alright, I just want to check something real quick. Hold on there. Oh. Oh. Alright, I'm straight. I'm straight. Alright, so we can go on this on. Damian Crawford. Damian Crawford has destroyed Andrew Honest entire budget speech in this presentation right now. I'm just there, listen. I'm going to say, yo, I'm going to go live. I'm going to talk about it. I was going to make a run, but I'm holding off a little bit. But I definitely have to come and do a detailed analysis. No, you can't do it. Yo, oh my God. Joe?
For delivering education, we have a national rural school bus system. Number of students to benefit, 50,000 from the PNP side. The current number of students, $200 per child.
All right. All right, that's what I'm going to set up this now. Right, that's what I want to start it from because I turn on my Bluetooth speaker. Right, that's so, yeah.
No, sir.
Let me start from here, so. Because you're going to hear more clearly.
Never have to deal with them so bad.
All right. Make we listen to some of the things that Damian talk about. I'm glad some at least we get to do one little part. See how them records are important people. The man them take down the video, you know, off of the PBC website, you know. Now one day them go put it up back. Damian Crawford segment in a parliament to them, I can't find on the PBC or the JIS website. What can go so? What can go so? More on the PMP do an actual presentation and post it on them page. It's important. Hey Brian, what up Brian? Salute man.
Student transportation.
Remember, guys, just remember, so the donation link is pinned always. I don't say it a lot, but yeah.
We have a national rural school bus system.
We have the cash app, we got PayPal and them something.
50,000 from the PMP side. The current number of students benefit from the Park Ride program is 7,000.
Gloria!
Allocation per child.
Hey man, hey.
Per week.
I'm not drunk, but salute to you.
For example, the dean of discipline or the guidance council will recommend a child who is still not coming, and they will say, you know, this one have some troubles, and then the analysts will go and penalize it. Their method, they just catch up with it.
So in that part, what Damian was explaining is that the system that he's putting in place, they're gonna collaborate with the teachers and agents of the government that is gonna identify children that actually is not coming to school on a regular basis. And one of the main reasons is because they don't really have money to go to school. You get me? So they're gonna target those children and then they're gonna help them out to go to school. But they want to target the ones that really need the help. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what he was saying there. Let's continue. So that is a targeted approach by Damian, right? Juliet Lynch, beautiful, how you doing? That is a targeted approach by Damian to find the kids that are most vulnerable. That actually, them lie, man. I think do lie for you, man. You can't believe so there's a lie. You see, and you know, I give people the benefit of the doubt, you know, Julian. So even labor. Man, I'm just here working on the platform. But then, when you see the facts, we're trying to free Jamaica from the slave masters, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, and the ones that are working for the slave masters. Look at the situation we talked about this morning with Edmund Bartlett. Edmund Bartlett clearly said that the Emirates flight, the biggest flight in the world, in airlines in the world, is going to fly directly to Jamaica. But that's not what's actually going to happen. And Edmund Bartlett is supposed to be one of the persons with integrity in the JLP. Is there any truth among these people? 1 to 10, 1.
1 and 2 parishes. The road
1.
is to reduce.
Marlon Morgan will not shut up. I really don't like that guy. I don't. Cheryl Donaldson. What is wrong with Marlon Morgan? I don't know what is wrong with him. Stop talk. Him always at the Damian Crawford speeches. Right? Empty barrel made the most noise. You can't see when a teacher is talking, you can't hear the empty barrel when I back in class at talk. Marlon Morgan need to calm down. Disgusting.
Housing policy.
Man, listen. I gotta fix Jamaica, man. I gotta fix Jamaica. I gotta help fix Jamaica. I got family in Jamaica, you know what I'm saying? Simple.
People who are...
So one of the things that I didn't know is that, and Mark Golding talked about this the other day, the contract that they signed to actually be allowed to take funds from the NHT, that legality is expiring. So they can't legally take the $11.4 billion from the NHT after this budget is done. So that is something that we really needed to understand, which I now understand, and it's now reinforced by the presentation that Damian Crawford did today.
Activists and acting as journalists.
You know, say Faval Williams did not know that the funding that comes from the actual and she's supposed to know because she's in government, yes? Exactly. We're not supposed to know because we don't know certain things, right? Exactly. She did not know that the law would expire after this budget. She did not know that. She did not know that. If you notice how she was doing her graph, she was projecting that they would still take out the $11.4 billion from the NHT.
Saying, then why is it in this budget? But Prime Minister Andrew only said he's building 7 town centers. None of it is in this budget. But nobody asks why he's talking about that. There's never been a conversation about budget.
Good question, Damian. Good question, Damian.
But let's look. Affordability alone.
Mr. President, my descendant be permitted to sit beyond 1:30 to complete the business of the day.
Nayal Brown, big up. So apparently, allegedly, Andrew said in his speech that they're going to build some town centers, but they never showed how that money would be allocated from the budget. So how do I go build? Okay.
Those in favor? Those in favor? By the way, let me just remind my taxi driver that the PMP's transportation plan to use taxi drivers to put money in the economy and provide growth. The JLP transportation plan trying to buy us to compete with them.
Exactly.
Let me tell them.
Remember, you know?
We have a rent-to-own plan. The rent-to-own plan has been continuously conversed upon. This is where if you don't have access.
I see future.
Organize. Yeah, my advertisement.
Extend the loan payment years. So if he has built 280 houses, it will be reviewed. They have nothing like that. Come again. On the housing policy, we also say we're going to have better things for the teachers, but on the housing policy, and acting as journalists are saying, then why is it in this budget? But Prime Minister Andrew only said he's building 7 town centers. None of it is in this budget. But nobody asks why is he talking about that. There's never been a conversation about budget without painting an overarching view of what we will do. But let's go. Affordability alone. can provide route. The JSD transportation plan trying to buy us to compete with them. Let's tell them. Right now, we have a rent-to-own plan. The rent-to-own plan has been continuously converted upon. This is where, if you don't have access to the money, you can go and rent a house, and a portion of the rental will go towards your mortgage and your down payment.
You see the rent-to-own your house plan. Me no business with nobody else. I'm voting for policy. You see that policy that them coming with? Listen to me. Full speed ahead, Bridget. With that policy there. Rent to own your own home. Rent to mortgage. It can't happen fast enough.
When that league, them don't know what to say, they have no plan. Young buyers get support. $1 million fund to give the young buyers $500,000 as a deposit.
Share up your life and like up your life, people.
Informal settlements under POSHA will be reviewed. They have nothing like that. Come again. Under housing policy. We also say we're going to have better things for the teachers, but under housing policy. Andrew Holness said in his presentation, Prime Minister Andrew Holness, Dr. Andrew Holness, under the new social housing program, 208 houses have been delivered. Let us do the math. This program that he takes a picture every time he gives number one. The one picture.
Sonia, what's up?
About 30 years.
Lakers, what's
No
up?
problem. The same Prime Minister, Dr. Michael Andrew, he estimates that the need is approximately 6,000 houses. If he has built 280 houses in 9 years, it would take 193 years for him to build 6,000 houses.
Damn. So basically what Damian Crawford just outlined is just the logical, mathematical aspect of the progress that the Andrew Holness administration has had. 200 plus houses in 9 years. It's going to take 100 and how much years, him say? For reach his 6,000 target? That's crazy.
I've built 280 houses in 9 years.
208.
It would take 193 years.
193 years it would take Andrew Holness to build the 6,000 houses that he targeted to build. And please keep in mind that the same person that they said did nothing for Jamaica, PJ Patterson, he built 10,000 houses in 1 year. I'm just saying, the facts are the facts. People lie, numbers don't. You know? Let's continue. Damn. Oh.
It might be for this reason that the Auditor General said that this is a duplicated program that didn't need to be done. And then he responds to say,
yeah, man, mash them up.
But basically, it should have their state. What 193 years? You're going to wait? That don't make any sense. Go again.
193 years, bro.
193 years? You're going to wait? That don't make any sense. Go again.
None.
Go again. Tertiary education, I have some students here. University education. I have 2 left. Know what you say? Student loan. The PMP says we will cap student loan payments at a manageable percent of your income. We will suspend payments at the period of unemployment. And there will be no penalty. What is it?
So the no penalty thing in terms of students loan is very much needed. There's a lot of us that, well, I don't know if you guys have that experience, but I do. I remember going to Hart. Hart is a little bit different, right? You don't borrow money to go to Hart, but hear me out. I remember going to Hart, and one of the things that they told us is that, when you go to Hart, you have a very good chance of getting a job coming out of Hart because you have the skill sets required for the workforce, and that's what they train you to do. And because the unemployment rate was at such an all-time high, even then, there are so many people that was training and going to school, and I mean, at that point, it's not like people don't, so you get me? You have a lot of bright people in Jamaica, so you train them, then do well. It all lead up to now luck in getting an opportunity at a place to work, right? So the challenge is having everybody having that opportunity. So even though the training was there, after the training, you still never, you couldn't get the job. So when they're gonna give you this help where you don't have to start paying, right? Wagwan Hassan, you don't have to start paying back your student loan until you actually get a job, and you don't get any penalties in terms of interest rates incurred in paying back the money. I think that will encourage people to take out a student's loan, because I remember I went to school for architecture. Architecture was supposed to be my major. I was supposed to be drawing up plans for houses, hotels, and all of that. You understand what I'm saying? That was my major. But when I left community college, and my mother saw the prices, and my parents saw the prices to board and to actually pay for my school fee, we could not afford it. Point blank period. And there's 3 of us at the time. I have my sister, my brother, and me. And so I decided, you know what? I went to high school, and I can say that I did not put my head into my work more in high school. I wasted a lot of time in high school. So I felt like, yo, I can't even do this to my mother. And I'm not going to take out a student's loan, because at the time they were embarrassing people, you know, that could not pay back the student loan. They would have their faces up on this and so forth like that. And I said, first of all, I'm not going to be a part of that. You get me? So that what I'm saying is, I understand how this policy is going to encourage more students to invest in themselves, take out a student loan, knowing that the government is going to work with them. So when they actually get a job, whenever they get a job, they can start paying, instead of interest rates growing on them, because they cannot get a job, they're not getting paid, and the interest rate keep growing. So this is an excellent thing, an excellent plan of the PMP to actually encourage the youth to take out students' loan, really put their head down, go to school, grind it out, learn, excel, and get the qualifications, so we can have a workforce that is more skilled, you understand, and a workforce that is more qualified for the bigger paying jobs. You get me? So I really applaud them for this idea. It is a very good idea to encourage people to take out a student's loan, because I can tell you from personal experience, what was going on in my time when I was going to school, I did not want to take out a student's loan. I said, Mommy, don't worry, I'm going to go and get a job. And I've been working ever since. You understand? And my people, my brothers, my sister especially, she really wants me to go back to college. Really, really wants me to go back to college, because she knows my potential and she believes in me. You get me? So, but life is life, and I'm not going to say that I'm past that stage. You know, in the perfect world, Jamaica is where it's at, and I have elevated my status, God willing, financially where I want it to be. And going to school would not be a burden per se on me economically. I would go and finish my course in that area and that field of work. You know what I mean? Or something else that would be more modern, because times have changed. They get me? But at least I would go and get a degree in college. You know what Damian Crawford talk about, a degree in the family? Well, I'm the first child for my mother, so listen. And I'm very much older now, but at the same time, yeah, like I said, if I had the money, I would definitely go and get that done. You get me? So I definitely applaud this program. So let's continue.
And there will be no penalty. What the JP said?
No penalty.
We will extend the loan payment years. So if they extend the loan payment years for $3 million from 7 years to 10 years, it will move to about 39,000 from 46,000. No, if you're not aware, we have to get 39,000.
So they're going to extend the years that they can actually pay for the loan. But the extension of years is going to incur interest, which is going to be that you're going to have to pay more money. So if you can't pay for the first money, or you gotta pay for the next money. Good point.
Of course. Of course. The PMP also said that we will do a loan default amnesty. So that those who are in arrears and have big penalties, we will remove the penalty and make arrangements. I have seen it for businesses, I've seen it for workers, I've seen it for like, why not for students?
Exactly.
What the JP said, not that.
So, you know, a lot of the times these companies, they get tax exemption, they get like a they forgive them for certain things and write off certain things. Then why can't the government do that for a student that take out a student loan and want to elevate himself? That makes sense or no? I'm just asking. Let me know what you think about that in the comment section, right?
Exactly. Scholarship access. The PMP said the first person in every family that matriculates to the university will be given a scholarship. That is 6,500 based on our calculations. What did JP say? In his speech, Andrew Ramsey said he gave 10 scholarships for construction. 6,500 compared to 10. The PMP is better.
It's better. Come on, man. Tap up the screen, guys. Tap up the screen.
Incentive. The teachers will get student loan relief for every year that they remain in the classroom.
Come on.
Because we must fight to maintain our teachers.
Exactly.
They will also be considered for some form of concession after every 5 years that they stay in the classroom. They don't have to migrate from house and car. It's one side.
Yeah, man. Yo, you see what they're doing for the teachers? Man, listen. If you're a teacher and you're getting this type of deal from the government and you still want to leave, then you just want to leave. All right? You just really want to leave Jamaica. And that's cool. It is what it is. But I think this plan that they have for the teachers is really going to help more teachers stay, and we have less of a brain drain. I think it's an excellent idea, to be honest with you.
To migrate from house and car is one side.
Yeah, man, I beat them bad over there, no?
What the JP says? They don't remember teacher on that. They don't remember teacher. They don't remember police.
Hey, that boy, them all and
all the effort that the police are putting them in the line of fire. Many police and soldiers cannot get a license firearms in that, you know?
Yeah, that's crazy.
And they have not been exposed.
That's crazy.
And stuff like everybody see them.
No, the point that he made about the police and soldiers, not all of them being able to get a licensed firearm, I cannot understand. Patriotic, yes, you're right, Judith. I cannot understand for the life of me how on God's... Listen, I chastise the police when they are to be chastised. You have bad police. But I also understand how important the police are. Because can you imagine if there wasn't the police? There would be anarchy. There would be chaos. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If the armed forces was not there, there would be absolute chaos, and it would be on both sides. It would be, you have the garrison, you have the countries, and a country section, and then you have the politician them, and those people, right? And you don't know, say, you have done here and there and all everywhere. Everybody would have done second. Yo, it would have nasty be. Just imagine there's no security. And you can take a example of what happened in America in recent time. Under the Joe Biden administration, in certain cities that they call woke cities, where they changed the law and there was people running into people's store and just grabbing stuff. And nobody could do nothing about it, not even the police. Like, it was a free reign of madness. You get me? And, man, listen, man. We need the police, right? Yo, when you experience what anarchy is, you're going to understand how important structure is and how important the police and the soldiers are. Yes, there's corrupt cops. Yes, there's corrupt soldiers. Yes, we even need the politicians. Don't let anybody trick you. Don't let anybody trick you. We need a politician, but guess what? We need a certain type of politician. We need a certain type of politician that we can hold accountable. There's just certain things that need to change and need to be put in place, right? Any politician that you see want to take out impeachment, run for the hills, all right? And make sure you're buttoned down, you have food stored, you have water, and you have weaponry to protect yourself. Or you build weaponry to protect yourself, because that is a dictatorship. Any leadership that wants to take out impeachment out of the Constitution are dictators. Point blank period. That is a telltale sign that we are in trouble. I don't business if it's the PMP, I don't business if it's the UIC, I don't business if it's the JLP, I don't business which P or which C. If you see a leader that is willing to take out impeachment out of the Constitution, it means that they want to do whatever they want to do and never answer for it. Zero accountability. Zero. Darkness. Madness. Hey, Patrice, how you doing? Zane? Let's continue. Yeah, that's crazy.
Are they are now being exposed?
That's crazy.
I stand like everybody see them, everybody knows.
Exactly. Come on.
16 or SLR for the government in the day.
And then when they go home, they not have no gun. That's crazy.
When we get into power, we will give special consideration to the security forces.
Of course. Of course. When no one has security, we couldn't even get a license for them. That's crazy.
We're going to get tax relief on their laptops. And we will treat the internet as a tool of trade. Because you have information to teach.
Oh, you mean?
This is not addressed by the gym. We can move on to skill training, but the time is up on us. Because we said that we're going to do a special program to put into all the high schools 4 options of vocational studies and have a vocational pathway from 10th grade to 13th grade where you can even level 4 in vocation. They have proposed special projects such as Lift and Care program and mentorship for students. I don't know. Go ahead. The PMP speak. Now let us look at quickly total children or total youth age 17 to 19 to 29. I only have one slide left in now. Stop me now. Just 2 more, leave everything alright. Just 2 more, papa. Just 2 more rabbits.
Papa.
No.
2 more, papa.
Me.
Mr. Tavares, bias.
So watch me. Guys, you have to teeth for belly. None of my teeth in belly now. Good food in the school.
You know what I like about Damian Crawford? I like a lot of things about Damian Crawford. You remember the other day was when he was in the press conference. You know, so them are pressuring about him belly. Them are pressure Damian Crawford about him belly, you know. And say him jacket too tight and it couldn't lock. You hear music against them. Say, yeah man, my belly big, but my kids' belly won't be too big because they will be getting good food. You understand? Nutritious food, not to puff up them belly and make them have gas. So don't watch my belly. Just watch my kids' belly because I'm here to take care of the kids. Remember good no man? Remember good no man?
Good food in the school. No man belly, the children will be island. Ready or no?
Simone, easy there.
That they have a program called Lift. 500 children per year. Every year, they will do 500. From the age 17 to 29. What is the number of persons in this age cohort? Using an average of 36,000 per year. This is taken from the Minister of Finance. That is 468,000 children in the age group 17 to 29. The government has made heavy weight of a program that is going to do 500.
Come on.
So therefore 500 will be lifted and 67,500 will be left.
Oh God.
So 500 will be
467,000 kids will be left behind with the program where them are put forward. That's not moving the needle. When you have 68,000 children that is in need of something, but you're going to go ahead and help 500 of them over a period of time, and you're boasting about that, you do realize that That's a little bit over 1% of the actual number of children that actually need help. As a matter of fact, it's less than 1%. Because you're talking about 468,000 divided by 100 is 4,000 something. So 1% of that figure is 4,668. So no, 47,000. Yeah, 46,000 something. So out of 46,000 something, you're out of 1% of that 100%, you're helping a portion of the 100%, which is not a lot. That's like 0.05 or 4%. No, that's 0.004% or something like that. Man, that is way below 1%. That is 1% of 1%. What? Yo, that's a little bit over 1% of 1%. If you understand what I'm saying. It's a photo of politics. It sounds great until you start to do the numbers and see how effective it is. That's crazy. No, hold on there. Wait. Let me do the math. Context matters. So you have 468,000, right? 468,000, right? See? 468,000, see? And you divide that by 100 to get 1%. 1% is 468. 4,680. When you divide that by 100, see? To get 1% of that, it's 46.8, right? 46.8 times by or divided by 100 by 500, which is the amount of students that they're going to actually help. I'm showing you how much. 46.8 500 divided by 46. 46.8. All right, so 10% of 1% of the students that is in need of the service is getting the service. 10% of the 1%. So you have to divide it by 100 two times. So it's sub 1%. That's incredible. Look at it. I kid you not. Look at the figure. Right? For the maths people out there, I want you to follow me. 468,000 children is in need of this service that the Prime Minister talked about. He mentioned that 500, over a period of time, 500 of the kids will get this service. But when you compare the amount of children in need of the service versus the amount of children that is actually getting the service, it is less than 1% of that amount of kids that need the service is getting it. It is so bad that it's 10% of the 1% of the service of children that need it. So that's a 0.1% of 1%. .1% of 1%. Or 0.1. Something to that effect. That's crazy. Literally, it's 10% of the 1%. 1/10 of a percent. 1/10 of a percent of the amount of kids that need help is getting help. 1/10 of a percent. 1/10 of a percent, you know. Mighty God. And the man come out swinging with that one in a parliament in a budget, like say, yo, hey, we the one and we doing something. And people say, yeah. Until they look at the numbers.
7,500 will be left.
Oh God.
So 500 will be left. and over 400 will
No, no, pause. So them have a...
we need every aid will be proactive.
Kidding me, bro. You
We have another
got
one
to
with
be
the Prime
kidding
Minister
me.
said, and I'm quoting, heart, no, let me read the Prime Minister quote first. Heart, which is heart trust, will be proactive in finding you, this is the person not engaged, and bringing you to the well of training. If our economy is to grow, we need every able-bodied man and woman who is able and capable to enter the labor force. That's what he said. Remember, I just showed you we have 300,000 who decide to remain. The program that he has targets 1,980, 30 per constituency. How can you say that you are going to make a big thing and the advertising budget would have bigger than what they're going to give them? You are going to make a line of who decides to remain. The program that he has targets 1,980, 30 per constituency. How can you say that you are going to make a big thing and the advertising budget would have bigger than what they're going to give them?
Of course.
Because that's the mere spark at any time by spark. Why we need the road to fix? The time by spark. They have done that alone. Now, on the radio, finally, Mr. President, I have heard Senator Morgan make heavy weather. And I've also seen my former friend.
So, the man said they need to move the needle in terms of the workforce, right? And he's targeting a certain amount of... So it's 30 per constituents, 30 individuals per constituents. Again, when you compare the amount of people that actually is in need of that, and it's doing over a certain amount of time, bro, this is nothing to go, oh, I'm excited about. It really is not. Like you said, the advertising cost is going to be more than the actual cost of the program. This is incredible. Insanity is rampant in our government. Judith, you are so right. But you see, a lot of people don't really care, you know. But what I find out is, a lot of people is like me back in the day where I never watched the government stuff. I never listened to it. I never paid attention. I wouldn't vote. I would never vote. You know, all of that type of stuff. I just always used to think that both parties are the same. And there's an argument to an extent, but I just see something different now in this time. That might have been true some time ago, but evidence is pointing in a whole different direction. And you know, in life, things cannot remain the same, you know, forever, you know. So, you know, a natural shift has to occur, and I believe we're witnessing it right now. But again, the Bible says those that don't have vision, they will perish. So if you don't have vision to see the shift, you're going to still believe that everything is happening in the same way you thought it was happening before. But again, ladies and gentlemen, this is not the case. Dean, Senator, how you doing? Big up yourself, you know, man. Bless up, you know.
Baba! What's my style? Don't see me.
Mr. Tavares, bias.
So watch me. Guys, you are the team, but none of my kids are good food in the school. Good food in the schools. No man, the children will be army. Ready or no? That they have a program called LIFT. 500 children per year. Every year, they will do 500. From the age 17 to 29. What is the number of persons in this age cohort? Using an average of 36,000 per year. This is taken from the Minister of Finance. That is 468,000 children in the age group 17 to 29. The government has made heavy weight of a program that is going to do 500.
Come on.
So therefore, 500 will be lifted, and 4,600, 463, 67 will be proactive in finding you, this is the person not engaged, and bringing you to the well of training. If our economy is to grow, we need every able-bodied man and woman who is able and capable to enter the labor force. That's what he said. Remember, I just showed you we have 300,000 who decide to remain. The program that he has targets 1,980, 30 per constituency. How can you say that you are going to make a big thing and the advertising budget would have bigger than what they're going to give them? You are going to make a big of who decides on the program that he has targets 1,980, 30 per constituency. How can you say that you are going to make a big thing and the advertising budget would have bigger than what they're going to give them?
Of course.
Because that's the mayor's part that the time by spark. Why we need the road to fix the time by spark? They have done that alone. Now, on the radio, finally, Mr. President, I have heard Senator Morgan make heavy weather.
Yes, sir.
And I've also seen my former friend, Bvrfam.
Former friend.
Eh? That is my former friend. But we still have a try to think. I think you can come past and low backstopper. So we have to send some backstopper to come. Say that it will cost $1 trillion to fund a first in the family scholarship. Senator Morgan said that the PMP is backtracking because we said one per household. They don't understand the difference between a policy objective and a policy strategy. The objective is to have 1 degree per household. And therefore we're going to implement a strategy where the first child in every household to matriculate will get a scholarship to any university upon which they matriculate.
Bingo! So this is important and this is key. The policy objective of the PMP is to have 1 degree per household. That means a child that matriculates, which means they enroll into college, the first of the family, they are going to facilitate, or they're looking to fix the budget in a way to make sure that they can facilitate those children that is doing well in school enough to enroll into university, which is the first of that household, and make sure that they actually get the help from the government in terms of funding to go to school, right? So that is the objective. So basically being responsible and being fiscally prudent, dependent on what the budget allows, that is the objective, ladies and gentlemen. How can you argue about an objective like that? Why wouldn't you want to increase the education level of the children in every household? Because 1 child goes to university, you know our competition stay at Jamaica when it comes to school children in our household. 1 child do well, you understand, them see how much them parents proud of them and what them do. More than likely competitive spirit is going to flare. Next thing you know, out of 3 children, 2 of them push and go college and get a degree. And if the other one falls short in any way, that is still good. But it's the environment where you're creating for have an educated family, which is going to benefit the country, because when you're going to have an educated class of people, and the other part of it is going to tear down crime and violence, because the more you're educated, is the less you get involved in them type of foolishness, isn't it? How can you be opposed to some objective like that? Them going to Parliament and going with a bag of gimmicks, Favour Williams with our pro-box government business for financing. Going with a crocus bag of thing and a gimmicks out the thing and a laugh out the thing, and I bring false numbers and projections to the budget of that. Don't spot them, Judith. Them don't. I'm not even talking about the one that I follow them. I talk about them themselves when they're in a parliament. Enough of them don't. You get what I say? How can you be opposed to something like that? That is a positive objective, right? That is something where every single party is supposed to champion. We're supposed to be agreeing on this. You know what? You guys came up with the idea, but if we come into power, we're definitely going to champion that idea. That's all the JLP have to say, no? That is all the JLP have to say. That's a great idea. If we go into power, we're definitely committed to reaching that goal. And it would have been over with, but they went into this silly, this long, drawn out 5-hour thing. right? And then favor come with fear closing thing with our foolishness. It's just sad, bro. It's just sad. It gives the impression that they really don't want our people to be educated. That is very, very sad. I'm telling you right now.
Go again, sir. Go again. You don't have no bashing. All the children.
Oh, idea. Actually, 11 good, man. I think it's supposed to go.
Oh, so Mr. President.
When you get an update, I'm going to ask at our press to update.
The PMP
I make actually 11 do it himself.
When you look at the present, the PMP is better. When you look at the ideas,
the PMP is better.
So all I want to say in closing, Mr. President, is that the JLP should call the election and come down peacefully. Thank you.
Call it, Andrew. Call it. We not agree. Everybody believes that you are doing an excellent job. That believe that, and you know you can't lose, and it's straight third term. Well, guess what? We're tired of the talk. Call it, Andrew. Call it. Just call it. You guys have it locked, right? Call it. Call it, man. Let's have a free and fair election. Call it. That's it. We don't need any other conversation in it. Call it. You see, ladies and gentlemen, they know. And they know that we know that they know that is not what they are saying. The actual reality is that there will be no third term. Not under God. Not under the creator of the universe. Mash down that lie. You understand? Mash that down. Crush that. That will not manifest. We say don't tell him to call it. Nah, man. Because him believes them really have it. So call it. Call it. Call the election, and then you're gonna prove to us that you have it. Yes? And you know, Andre Stevenson played something last night with the Juliet Oldness, where they were giving out supplies for burial, and is the timing when the people needed it the most in the inception, when barely hit 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, 2 months, when they were crying out. Jamaican people are so resourceful. They figured out a way through the storm. You understand what I'm saying? And them tough it out, and them hold it. You get me? But now, because election time is coming up, you see these vulgar type of behavior like how Andre Stevens described it last night on his program. Very, very sad. Very, very sad, Election day should be fixed. And I believe that Mark Golding and his team is committed to making sure that it is fixed, because if we the people request it, they have no choice but to fix it, because they are the People's National Party and they're there for the people, as they have told us. Innit? It's not right. Good. So that is what we're expecting. We're expecting a fixed election. We're expecting the power to be given back to the people of Jamaica and taken away from the government officials. The government officials have extremely too much power, and them need to come down now. You get me? Them need to come down now. Yeah. And that is what we're advocating for. Alright, so people, I thank you for, being here. I thank you for rocking out with your boy. Today is Friday, so, Talk Your Mind TV, PD TV, Mystic Sensation, Whaler Rattigan, even I don't even know some is live right now, but everybody and their mother life. It's the weekend. Alright, so I appreciate you guys. You guys have a wonderful night. Yeah, man, we know it's 8 o'clock now. We know it's Andre on, so thank you guys for coming through. On your way out, please hit the like button. And if you're watching this until the end, you are definitely MVP. if you're watching the replay, thank you so much for, you know, watching the full video. And please let me know your comments based off what was discussed in the comment section. Like and share the video. Thank you so much. It's your brother Bolo VNR. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.